Ladysmith area and friends. I'm Deb from Ladysmith Parks and Recreation and Culture. Thanks for joining us today. Today's movement activity is get your joints moving for the older adult. It's intended for older adults that maybe been sitting a little bit more these days and maybe have some stiff joints from inactivity. So it's just to get you up and get you moving, basically, going through different ranges of motion. In terms of safety, please click on the link in the notes below and review the health screening physical activity readiness questionnaire to make sure that you're safe to participate in this class. And please work within a range of motion that does not hurt your joints. It's important that you do what's good for you. If you've been told by a doctor or physiotherapist not to do a specific range of motion, please don't do it no matter what I say. Today you will need, in terms of equipment, you'll need this nice sturdy chair here, and you'll need some area around for that. I'll be using the chair for balance. Just make sure that you can always reach that chair. In terms of, I may move it to just show you different angles of what I'm doing, just so you can see a little bit better. But as for, you don't need to move your chair. It's just I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to begin seated and stand up, and at the end we'll do some stretches. So that is kind of what we're going to do for today. So we'll begin seated. So I'm always finding that chair, and I can feel that chair right behind me as I sit down. I'm going to move myself forward in the chair. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in through my nose. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the shoulders down from the ears, roll the shoulders back, and staying nice and upright in that chair with your belly drawn in. We're going to start to march our feet. So nice and tall. Shoulders are down, your best posture possible. You're going to, without moving your head, I'd like you to look towards the ceiling just with your eyes. And we're going to take those eyes down to the floor. We're going to look up towards the ceiling again. And then down towards the floor, eyes to center, looking left, center, and right, and center. Left, center, and right, and center. Belly's drawn in nice and tall. Paying attention to that posture, make sure you're breathing. Gently, heel goes out, so it's a little heel out and in, out and in, heel and in, heel and in. We're going to add some upper body, so I'm going to take that thumb up towards my shoulder. Let's do 4 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it here. Nice and tall, posture check, belly drawn in, shoulders are down. Let's take those feet a little bit wider. Let's come back into that center position. Now we're going to go wider again, and bringing those feet back into that center position. Belly's drawn in, gently toe goes out, and toe in, toe in, toe in. We're going to take the hand across the body, belly drawn in, shoulders are down, hand across. Upper body's quiet. Make sure it's not moving around. You're using your core to stabilize. 4, 3, 2, 1. And march it here. We're going to bring the hands up. We're going to circle from the wrists one direction. And then we're going to go the other direction with it. Make a fist with your hands big, and let's do fingertip to thumb. And go back again. One more time. And go back. Take the arms down. Belly's drawn in, feet flat on the floor. Let's roll up towards that big toe. Full foot making contact, toes up. Let's do it again. Toes up and again. Toes up last time. Toes up, get your heels underneath. You draw the belly in, hips, knees, ankles, nice straight line. Hinging forward from your hip a little bit, pushing up through your heels, and I'm going to walk to the back of my chair. So I've got my handy chair here, and I'm going to march in behind my chair. Nice and tall. I can still reach that chair. Shoulders are down, my elbows are by my side. And now at this point, I'm thinking about what my layout is. Am I on carpet? Am I on a slippery floor? I want you really to pay attention to the surface that you're on. It's really important. Elbows by your side, shoulders are down, 4, 3, 2. Let's take the arms across the body, just across. And 4, 3, 2. Let's take them in front. 4, 3, 2. Across the body. 4, 3, 2. In front. And 4, 3, 2. Let's take our feet a little bit wider. So I'm lifting my knees, pushing through my heels, making sure I'm picking up my feet and coming back into that center position. Nice and tall. Breathe, and let's take those feet a little bit wider. And let's come back into that center position. Shoulders are down. 4, 3, 2. Feet together, toe forward and in. Toe and in. Toe, in, toe. Let's speed it up. Bend, toe, toe. Go at whatever pace is good for you. If this is too fast, make sure that you slow it down and make sure that you make it your own. So it goes, palms up, palms down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's do one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, and march it here, march it. Belly's drawn in, shoulders are down, hands in front, behind, front, behind, front, behind, front, behind. Let's do palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down. One more, palms up, palms down. So with this, it's important that we start with a smaller range of motion and we gradually make it bigger. So feet together, heel together, heel together, heel together, heel. Let's speed it up. Bend, heel, heel, thumb up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it here, and march it. Belly's drawn in, you have your chair in front of you for balance, feet together, tap back, squeeze the glute. Back, squeeze the glute. Belly's drawn in, low back's in neutral, that pelvis is in that neutral position, you're just squeezing your glute. 4, 3, 2, and march it here, and march it. Elbows tucked in, extend from the elbow and bend. Extend and bend, extend and bend. One more, extend and bend, and march it here. Reach out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back, and you're squeezing that shoulder blade towards the spine. Keep those shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, and bring it down, and elbows by your side. So nice and tall, we're going to do a marching turn. We're going to do a quarter turn, one direction. Keep the body as a unit, elbows by your side. So pick your feet up and move that body as a unit to one side. And let's bring it back into that center position. And let's take it to the other side. Bring it back to center. Feet together, tap, side, together, side, together, side, together, side. Let's beat it up. Bend, side, side. Add some arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it here, and march it. So I want you to bring your knees up a little bit higher than you would normally do. Just a little bit higher. March it here, and march it. Let's do it again. So let's bring those knees up just a little bit higher than you normally would. Good. March it here, and march it. One arm goes down, middle, up, other arm, and down, middle, up, other arm, and down, middle, up, other arm, down, up. 2 more, 1 more each side. 1 more, down, middle, up, up. it here, elbows by your side. Palms up, palms down. Palms up, palms down. Palms up, palms down. Take those feet a little bit wider. We're going to start to rock a little bit to the side, and I want you to press down with those hands, squeezing those shoulder blades together. 4, 3, 2, 1. March it here and march it. Nice and tall, belly drawn in, one arm goes, bend, reach up, in other arm and bend, reach up, in other arm and bend, reach up, in other arm, bend, reach. One more time each side and bend, reach, in and down. One more, bend, reach, in and down. Take the hands behind your back, lift your chest, belly drawn in. Shake it out, elbows by your side, up, tap your head and out, head and out, head and out, head and out, head and out. One more, head and out. Bring your elbows by your side, belly drawn in, shoulders are down. All right, so we're going to do a marching turn and we're going to go all the way around. So I want you to have a look at this point, how close everything is behind you. Nice and tall, belly's drawn in, marching turn all the way around. Breathe. All right, so we're going to do 8 little steps backwards, 8 little steps forward. Shoulders are down, make them little. Pick your feet up. 4, 3, 2, we're going back. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go forward. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go forward. Hold it here and nice and tall. Shoulders are down, best posture possible. Take the arms out, palm up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more, up and down. 1 more, up and down. Bring the arms down, roll the shoulders back and back. Belly's drawn in, arms in front, behind, behind, one more, front, behind. You should be starting to get warm now. So what I'm going to get you guys to do is just pick your pace up a little bit, just a little bit from what you're doing now. You have to have your heel touch the floor. Please do not be on your toes when you do this. So when I tell you to, we're going to pick that pace up a little bit. Ready? And go. Pick that pace up. And slow it down. And we're going to pick it up again. And slow it down. One more time, guys. One more time. Ready? And go. Pick it up. And slow it down. Awesome. Belly's drawn in. Nice and tall. Holding on to my chair here. I've got heel on the floor. I'm going to roll up towards that big toe and then back onto the heel, toe up. Let's do it again. Toe up. Let's do it again. Toe up. And let's do the other side. Up onto the ball of the foot. Toe up. Toe up. One more. Toe up. Good job. Belly is drawn in. Palms are up. Open up to the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows pointed forward. Palms facing forward. Belly's drawn in. Nice and tall. Breathe. All right. At this point, we're going to sit down. We're going to do a little bit of stuff seated. So sitting in your chair, actually feeling where that chair is. I always know where that chair is. So my feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to pick one foot up and I'm going to circle from the ankle, one direction. And let's go the other direction. And put it down, bring it in. Let's do the other one. Circle from the ankle. Breathe. And let's go the other way. Good job. And bring it in. Taking the hands out to the side, bending at the elbow. Feet flat on the floor, your belly's drawn. Inhale. We're going to slide the shoulder blades down and squeeze them together, lifting the chest. And release it. Make sure low back stays in neutral. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. And squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Make sure those shoulders don't go up. 4 and release. 3, belly's drawn in and release. 2 and release. One more. 1 and release. Take the arms down, belly's drawn in. And we're going to stand up, walk to the back of your chair. We're going to do a little bit of balance. Balance is important to incorporate in whatever you're doing. Do it once a day, at least once a day. It's great to incorporate into your workout. So we're going to do a little bit of single leg balance. I have my sturdy chair here. Please make sure that you're by that sturdy chair. If you don't feel comfortable doing single leg balance with the sturdy chair there, have 2 chairs or a spotter, something that you do feel comfortable with. So your belly's drawn in, your hips are level, you're carefully going to lift 1 foot off the floor. That standing leg is soft, shoulders are down. Now at this point, if you want to start to take some of those fingers off your chair, you can, either 1 finger at a time or the whole hand. Make sure you always know where your nice support is. Your belly is drawn in. Helps to find a focal point so that you can look and keep your eyes on that and putting that leg down. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, belly drawn in, hips are level, carefully lifting the other leg up. Shoulders are down, breathe. Your best posture possible. Always lengthening from that crown of the head. Breathe. And put it down. Palms up, open up through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. I know we do this lots, but it's really, really important. And bring it down. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of stretching, and we're going to start behind the chair here. So I'm going to work on my calf muscles here. So I've got my chair in front of me. I'm going to step back, my back heel's on the floor. Bend into it with the front knee. It's important with stretches that you go into them gently and slowly. Kind of find out where that stopping point is. So you should feel a little stretched in the calf muscle in that back leg. Breathe. And let's take the back a little bit closer and bend that back knee just a little bit. Breathe. And feet together. Let's do the other side. Heel to the floor, both toes going the same direction. And we're going to bend into it with that front knee. Slowly. Make sure you're breathing. And take that back foot a little bit closer and bend that back knee a little bit. Feeling that stretch in that smaller soleus muscle in the calf. Breathe. And release it. We're going to take that 1 fingertip to your collar, elbow pointed forward so you feel a stretch down the back of your arm. Now that stretch may look like that for you. It may look like this, or you may have more range of motion with it. It's up to you. Again, go into it slowly, and let's do the other side, and that's the tricep. And let's do the other side. Breathe. And bring it down. All right, so stretching those external rotators in your shoulder. Make sure that if you have shoulder problems, please don't do this. That internal rotation sometimes bothers you. So let's take one arm up your back towards the shoulder blade. And release it, and we'll do the other side, so taking the other arm up, wherever that may be. Don't force it. It's important that you work within a range of motion that does not hurt. Breathe. And bring it down. We're going to sit in the chair now, and we're going to get ourselves right back in this chair. So my back is supported there, and I'm going to extend one leg. Belly's drawn in, lengthen from the crown of the head, nice and tall, and we're hinging from the hip forward just a little bit. You don't have to go very far to feel that stretch in the back of the leg through the hamstring. Breathe. And sit back, and we're going to take the other leg up. Belly's drawn in, lengthen nice and tall, hinging forward from the hip. Breathe. And sit back, take the leg down. We're going to take our hands by the sides of our chair here. And the goal of this is to create distance between our earlobes and shoulders. When my belly's drawn in, I'm going to reach with my fingertips to the floor, creating distance between my earlobes and shoulders, keeping that nice neutral with that neck. Breathe. And release it. Roll the shoulders back and back. And we're going to place one foot over top of the other foot. And I'm going to externally rotate from that hip. So you should feel a stretch in those external rotators in the hip. If you want to slide that leg out and slowly creep that leg up to get a little bit more stretch here, you're welcome to do that. Breathe. And bring it in. Put it down. Let's do the other side. And slide it out. Run the leg up. Good. Externally rotating through that hip. Good. And bring it in. Put it down. Taking the heels of the hands together. Your shoulders are down, your belly's drawn in, a little bit of a wrist exercise. We're just going to push the heels of our hands together. So it's a little push, keeping those shoulders down from the ears, and release. We're strengthening the wrist just a little bit. And a little push again, breathe, and release. Now if you're in a chair, you can do this hip flexor stretch a couple ways. I'm going to show you a couple ways to do it. So if you're in the chair, you can move your body as a unit to one side of the chair, and you're going to take your knee down underneath your hip. It's really important that you hold onto your chair and you stay nice and upright in that chair. Belly's drawn in, and you're kind of squeezing the gluteal muscle so you get that stretch through that hip flexor. Breathe. And let's move the body as a unit to the other side. And taking that knee back, squeezing that gluteal muscle there. Breathe, feeling that stretch through the hip flexor. Hold on to the chair, it's really important. Breathe. And bringing the feet together and move the body as a unit. If you want to do this stretch standing, you can do this stretch standing too. Hip flexors are important. So belly's drawn in, you've got yourself right up against this chair here. So I'm going to take a bigger step back so my heel's on the floor, belly's drawn in, and I'm going to squeeze that gluteal muscle and straighten up so you get that stretch to the hip flexor. Arm up. If it doesn't bother your shoulder, breathe. And doing the other side, it's the same thing on the other side. You're right up against the chair, bigger step back, heel to the floor, belly's drawn in, squeezing that gluteal muscle back there to upright your side. Upright yourself and arm up. Breathe. Taking the arm down. Straighten up, feet together. And take a nice deep breath. Open up through the chest and bending your elbows, palms facing forward. Placing your hands behind your back. Lift your chest. And release it. Thanks for joining us. Stay healthy, wash your hands lots. And remember, #isolation recreation.